Hey guys, Steve Zellenardo here with Remax West Zellenardo Associates. Happy Monday morning. Quick update on the market. We always talk about inventory first. So last week we crept over the 10,000 mark, and this week we crept over the 11,000 mark. But interesting fact, probably by mid to end of last week, we were almost about 13 to 14,000 units. I'll tell you why, because we had about 2,500 sales actually happen last week, which is huge. So it's basically a ton of inventory coming on and a ton of inventory is coming off, but you see that gathering. So once the buyers shut down, which they're starting to shut down currently right now, where we're seeing that buyers fatigue, that prophecy have been preached in the last couple of months, starting to set in, and now the inventory is starting to build. But again, still, as long as you're priced correctly on the market, you're going to get sold. It's not an issue. There is a ton of buyers still out there, but things did slow down for sure. We're looking at the appointment desk, how everything's kind of tailored off to, let's say, normal amount of appointments. Also, even for if you're showing properties to clients, you needed to book a showing maybe 2 to 3 days in advance to get us a 15-minute slot. Now we're booking appointments on the fly, which is great. This is how we should be doing business normally. That's pretty much it. Basically, we're at the apex of the market, and now you're going to see that descend. So any investment advice right now, if you're planning on buying an investment this year, go to the bank, talk to your brokers, get as much leverage as you can currently right now, and naturally don't spend it until the market's ready, until you're ready to purchase when you see the market come down to a point where it's, where everything makes sense number-wise. So talk to your brokers, refinance everything right now. Why? Because we're currently at the apex. If they're going to finance, let's say a property that last year was worth 800 and now it's worth $1 million, you might as well take as much money as you can out currently right now, and then move into another property a little bit later on. For new construction, I would definitely not touch it. I'm not a big fan of condominium units, especially new construction condos. So I wouldn't touch anything like that. I wouldn't lock in a price, because if you're buying right now, you're buying totally at the apex, the top of the market, and we don't know where this
Alert from Google Chrome. Trending on our walls.
We don't know what the market is going to look like because of this. We're still in a global pandemic, and the Canadian government's printing money like crazy. Once that money stops printing, we're going to see the true skeletons in the closet. Obviously, that's when we'll find out what really went on the last year and a bit now. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And just another quick story regarding the why not to lock into new construction. So a couple years ago, anyways, we bought a property here in Kleinburg. It was a live-work townhouse, beautiful unit, and this was purchased at 2017 at the apex of that market. And new construction, so basically locked in this property at a high rate, and waiting for the property to get built and closed. So this property here, at the time of closing, let's say a year and a half later, the property was worth literally, or they appraised it at, I think it was 850,000, something of that nature. So we ended up buying the property for 865,000, and that buyer originally paid $1 million in 2017. And what happens with that? Basically, Matt and me took the property back, and they relisted it on the market, and we snapped it up within hours. It was probably one of the best deals we did of that year for sure. So that's a predicament where, if you don't have the spread, the extra cash to kind of cover that closing, then don't get involved into it. I mean, we're all gambling here, right? So it just depends on what how much you're willing to risk. And then, so that's what I'm just saying now. Just don't lock into new construction unless you have a lot of capital to back up some sort of, extra cash needed on closing. But if you're bootstrapped and you're going into it and hoping that this thing's going to rise in value on closing, probably not a good idea currently right now. That's it, guys. Have an amazing day. If you have any question, you can always reach out, 647-962-4372, or DM me here on Instagram. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.